In this video I'm going to explain to you how to set up a goal setting script for a class such as Avid. So what you can do is pre-slug a spreadsheet with the areas that a student will fill in, and then you can throw that out to all students in your section and they can fill in week by week their goals, and then at the end of the week they can reflect upon whether they achieved their goals, and you and only the student will be able to view the goals they set and whether they met their goal, and you'll have an ongoing spreadsheet that will take you through the year that only you and the student can see, but you will have that as an entire class set. So the first thing that will happen is you'll be shared with a student goal setting template and then the master sheet, which will generate and share the goal setting template to all your students. So I'm going to show you the goal setting main sheet, and the key thing here is that you will populate this with the students' names and then their mytusd.org email. And the best way to grab this is to create a short Google form, ask them for their name, first name followed by last name, and then automatically collect their email address, which you can do as a checkbox at the top of the Google form. Then what we need to do is we need to select tools within the top menu bar, and we need to select script editor, and there are various fields that we can adjust. I have already altered the defaults, but let me tell you what they are. So this is a folder that will be created in your hierarchy of folders on the left hand side of your Google Docs, and the default is just goal. So what I've changed here is this folder will become known as weekly goal Avid period 2. The next change I would make would be that the form itself that students get, their spreadsheet that they're going to fill out, I've changed from just goal or 2012, which was the original default, to goal setting for 2013-2014. The final change I've had to make is that every single Google spreadsheet or form or document or drawing or presentation has a unique key. This is the key that identifies the nature of this document. So I have copied and pasted this in from the spreadsheet that the students will fill out. So let's take a look at that spreadsheet now. It's here. So this is what the students will see. Oh, I've moved to the end accidentally. Once you have deployed this script, they will receive this into their inbox. And what you will hopefully notice up here, it says key equals, and we would grab from the 0 here up to the and symbol, and you would Control C, so copy the key, and you would paste the key in between the marks here, and you would press Control V. So now what you are deploying is a link between that very spreadsheet and all of your students and your folder. So once we're done with those three things, what we then want to do is we want to run Create Spreadsheets. And if I go back to the spreadsheet key here, you will see in the next few seconds it's going to populate the unique ID that each student is going to get, and you as the teacher will hold all rights and they will be shared upon this. So that's the first tab, it's done. If I now select the second tab, Goals Monitoring, you will see that it has the names of each of the students and a link to them, and it also already has a response by them. The reason for that is I have set up a template I've set up a model for how students should respond each week. The default on this form for the students would be blank. They wouldn't see this. So what I've done is I've put in a template which models an explanation of how the student should respond each week. And we see that here also. So this is the sheet that you see, and this is what each student sees. So if I now go back to my Google Drive, you will see that I now have a new folder, and my new folder is called Weekly Goal Avid period 2. and it's populated with the 3 students for whom I selected here initially with their email. So it's linked via their email with their unique ID. And so what I could do now is I could go and take a look at Andrea's goal setting, and you'll notice it's already been shared with her. The reason that these 2 are not shared is that they're already within my own drive. So if I were to select Andrea's now, I could see that Andrea has not made any comments. So at this point I'm going to pause the presentation. I'll log in as Andrea, I will complete this, and then I'll show you how it works. So I've now logged in as the student Andrea, and if I look at her drive, I notice that I do not see the shared folder. I would normally look at shared with me and it will show me exactly what she's done. I'm not seeing it, but I actually need to click down to more and look at all items, and there it is. There it is, Andrea goal setting for 2013-14. Remember, we set the name as goal setting 2013-14, and it's just put her name beforehand. So perhaps the easiest way to do this would be to tell all students, just type in goal setting and it's going to find the right folder. So if I now click here, I'm going to fill this out. So Andrea's goal is to, let's say it's to, I can't spell, wash the car before Friday is the deadline, so before Friday, although here should be a specific date. How is she going to realize her goal? She's going to get there. She is going to need water, a hose, a chamois leather, some elbow grease, and an iPod to relieve the boredom of washing a car. Who will she need to achieve this goal? Maybe a reminder from parents. How we know when she's succeeded? Parents will okay my chore. And then at the end of the week, did you achieve your goal? Yes, a simple yes or no. How did you achieve your goal? Set aside time. Next time I will prepare a better playlist on my iPod. So now I'm going to switch back to my teacher account, and it will have updated on the fly. So I have logged back into my teacher account, and if I go down to the folder weekly goal Avid period 2 and I select it, we'll notice that modified very recently by Willoughby and bolded, so we know that I haven't yet looked at it since it's been updated, is her goal setting sheet. And if I click on it and take a look, I can see that immediately it's already been updated. I can see she set her goal, and in fact she has reflected upon her goal, and I don't need to go back and look at her goals until next week. Now, one of the key things that needs to be done would be to actually authorize this script. And so the important thing here is to let students know that when they first want to describe their goal, they need to select set new goal, and it runs a script that needs authorization. You just select OK and you accept, and it gives them a simple basic Google form. So if they then now select set new goal, they can easily type their goal into these fields here. And once they're done, so if I say A, B, C, D, E and submit, it will populate with the most recent at the top. So you always know the most recent because it will populate at the top, and then at the end of the week the student just need to go into their own spreadsheet and do the reflection, and they will never need to reauthorize that script again. They will just set a new goal each week. So it's goal 2, week 2, A, B, C, submit, we close. It's populated with the most recent goal at the top. So for you as a teacher grading, it's simple to ensure that. It could also be you go to the extent that you tell your students, alright, for the month of October, what I would like you to do is highlight the entire block in yellow. So by month, you can quickly go and identify the goals set for that specific month. That's up to you, but that will highlight on their spreadsheet and yours. It's up to you. I know this is a complex spreadsheet. You can go back and take a look at any point of this tutorial that you want to, and if you need personal assistance, I'm more than happy to help. Okay, good luck.